So welcome, come in, Crafty Bird. So I do faux fur Pom Poms, as you can see, on top of my hat. I've also started doing hand-dyed yarn. See the hat on the head, and also things like project bags, and I'm sure I'm going to be expanding a few other bits and pieces soon. So I've got lots of things to show you, so I'm going to turn you round rather than just seeing my face, because that's pretty boring. Apart from, first of all, I'm going to draw your attention, Washington, hello, to the hat on my head. This is my new spring yarn. Lake Tahoe. Wow, gosh, you guys are watching from all over, aren't you? So this is my new spring yarn, which is this. This is the Yorkshire Yarn Fest colourway. So I thought I'd show you how it looked. This is crocheted. Kentucky as well. You US guys are really joining in on here, aren't you? Welcome. Hey. I won't do my American accent. It's terrible. So this is spring. I've got it on DK and Aaron, and it will make you a wonderful hat or whatever else you like. So this is a really fun colour. It's based on some flowers that I got. So it was tulips, hyacinths, daffodils, I think, which is really fun. So I'm going to turn you around now because my face. What have we got? So this is my living room. Welcome. So let me just reposition you ever so slightly. There we go. Oh, hi from Chicago. God, US. Hello. So, what have we got here today? So, firstly, and most excitingly, Ohio, Utah. Oh my goodness, is the whole of the USA just joining in? So, firstly, let's talk you through some new Pom Poms. So, I've got some really new exciting colours. So, here, this is Flaming Hot. If you're a UK person, remind you of Nando's at all. So it's got these lovely colours in. It's sort of splitting the camera a bit, but it's got this yellow, orange, sort of pinky red, bit of brown. It's a bit like a fire, but reminded me of Flaming Hot Peri Peri that we all can't have right now. So that's Flaming Hot. That's a really funky new one. Next up, we've got this one. This is Grape. So this is this lovely sort of deep purpley colour, bit sort of plum, bit like grape, which is super lovely. So that's really fun. Then we've got this one, which is the one that's on the top of my head. So this is Macaron. COVID lonely. Oh, Pat, I get it. We're all COVID lonely at the moment. I hope you're doing okay. So this is Macaron, which is a bit like a fun minty macaron. And this goes with, this you can get as a little pack with the spring yarn, which is this month's colourway. So that's quite fun. Then what have we got next? So this one is Blue Ivy. So it's this lush, like black with these teal spikes. So that's really funky as well. I really quite like that one. And then we have a very, this is just chocolate. So it's like this nice chocolatey brown. It's got some slight black tips on the end. There we go. Nothing too exciting, but a really, really nice, deep sort of chocolatey colour, which a lot of people would really like. And then this one, which is my fave, this is Flower Power. This is really funky. This is a new one. It's got like teal, orange, yellow, pink, slight black tips, like based on like this white at the bottom. So that's a really funky one. So if you're looking for something really funky to go on top of your head, this is the one. And they all come with either string attachments, which is the basic, or press studs, like here. And they come like this. This side you sew onto your hat or whatever else you're sewing it onto, and then it just clips on. So they're just 50p extra, which is just the cost of buying the press stud itself. So if you want them, just make sure you select press stud when you're ordering, and that's what you will get. There we go. And then let's go on to a couple of project bags. So I've got 3 one-of-a-kinds that this is all the fabric I've got of these. So they're all these lovely lily pad sort of themes. So this is got these wonderful springy flowers with a bit of waves at the bottom. So they're really fun. And all my project bags come with a fun liner, And then 2, a little fun accessories pouch. And here, this little pouch is a magnet, so you can pop your needles on there. So if you've got sewing needles, you pop it on there so that you don't get them lost at the bottom. And then that magnetically attaches onto here, which is really cool. So you don't have to lose bits and pieces, because whenever I'm travelling with my yarn, although who travels at the moment, I always find that I'm a bit nervous about losing my needles for sewing up or whatever. So that's a really funky thing. Or if you're into it like embroidery or tapestry or anything like that, it's quite handy for that. And you'll fit about 400 grams of yarn in here, so about 4 skeins, plus whatever you're working on. So that fits quite nicely. So that's first one of the one of a kind. Then we've got this nice lily pads one. That's really cute with some nice orange fishies, a few dragonflies. And then the last one of a kind is this one. This is like proper little lily pond with a little cafe table, some kingfishers. So that's super cute. So they're fun. And then these are the ones I've got more of. So we've got chickens. Who doesn't love a chicken? Oh, hi from California. We've got flamingos. Who doesn't love a flamingo? Look at these. They're great. And it's a bit more summery. Remind us of the good times. We've got buttons. This is a super funky button, which I really love. So if you're into buttons, this is an excellent one to go for. This is a really delicate sort of strawberry. So these are really lovely. And it's got this gorgeous little dotty pattern on the bottom. So strawberries, bit of summer fun. And lastly, but not no means least, some birds, because you've got to have birds, being the Crafty Bird. So they're quite funky. There we go. Oh, flamingos are your favourite. I know, I love a flamingo. I've been looking for flamingo fabric for ages, and I finally found some. Right, so now I'm going to move on to some yarn. How are we doing for time? Fine. So firstly, I did a couple of rainbow mini skeins. So these are super fun. And they obviously go in the colours of the rainbow. And you get 10 in a pack. There we go. And yeah, a little spring rainbow for you if you're interested. I'm hopefully going to be developing, if anyone saw my cowl that I made from Georgie, the Fibre Fox, her blackberry picking mini skein set, and that was in fingering weight, but I'd like to do one in DK, and so I'm going to be producing that fairly soon, because apart from anything else, I don't really dye 4-ply, but you could obviously, I want to do a pattern that you can use with 4-ply or DK minis, so that'll be really fun. So that's that. In terms of other minis, so I've got this little pack of 4 Aran minis, so they're each 50 grams, and there's these, they're really fun pinky purple, so you sort of go from a raspberry, quite bright pink, to like a pinky purple, and then over to a bit of a nice light purple there. So they're quite fun, and they will do well for a waffle stitch hat, for example, one of my patterns, or anything else that you're wanting sort of for Aran 50 gram skeins for. So you've got 200 grams, so that would do you a nice cowl or a hat or something, so that's quite funky. And then I've got a few other sets of minis. So firstly, I've got my spring flowers minis. So this is sort of the spring yarn. This is the cherry blossom one that I'll show you in a minute, and this is just a random other funky one that I went with, which has got lots of funky spring colours in. So that's the spring flowers set of 3 50 gram Aran skeins, and that will do you, for example, my peony hat. I was going to make up a whole kit with a pom pom, but I ran out of time, so sorry about that. So there you go, they're really funky. And then I've got some packs of 2 if people wanted like a more 100 gram one. So this is yellow tulip and orange tulip. So this is the tulip one, which I've got big skeins of, and I'll show you in a sec. Then this is one with yellow and one with orange, so they're really fun. They come as a pack of 2. Oops, nudging my thing. And then this is just really fun, sort of a turquoise and a blue. This is called the Med, which reminds me of the Mediterranean, which we can't go to at the moment. Yeah, I'm really a big fan of water in the seaside, so that made me think of that. And then I've got 2 of these. Now these are moss, green moss and blue moss. So this one's the green. It's like this really nice light pistachio. And then this is like the moss colour. Here we go. And I think I remember how I did this, but I'm not sure if I wrote this one down. But it's a really nice skein, and I want to dye it in a larger skeins. But I can't remember if I wrote it down, so I need to go and have a look because it turned out really well. It's got this like really nice like bluey, greeny, yellowy sort of vibe, and then the same but with a blue. So this is a sort of nice lightish blue, and that goes really well. So these are 50 grams each, 100 grams in total. So they're really funky. And then I've got one more sort of one-of-a-kind thing. So this is my raspberry one-of-a-kind skein. So it's like this nice pink with some sort of flecks of purple in. So that was quite fun. I just wanted to see how that one went. And this is on DK. So if you want that, that's a DK one. And then these are my other 4 new colourways that I did for this show. So this one is Hyacinth. This is on DK or Aaron, and this is lush. So I first dyed this for my friend's mum for Christmas for a hat, because she requested some colours similar, and it's come out really, really nicely. And annoyingly, I forgot to take a picture of the hat, so I can't show you what the finished skein looks like, the finished hat looks like, but it is really lush. So you've got sort of this dark sort of navy, and then pinks and a bit of purple as well on a sort of white base, which is really nice. So that comes in DK and Aaron, so that'll make you a lovely hat, some scarves, cows, hand warmers, jumpers if you're into jumpers. So that's really nice. And then we've got, some of which is sold already actually. So because I did my shop update this morning because I was at work all day. Oh, bit of fluff. Faux fur gets everywhere, guys. So this is Easter. So this reminded me of like Easter and Lent and all those colours, a bit of Cadbury's cream egg in there. So this is like this gorgeous like purple going into some dark purples, going to sort of a pinky red, which is really fun. So if you want to get your hands on these, I think there's only maybe 2 left. I can't remember if Aaron or DK, I haven't looked yet. But so go get your hands on that one quickly if you want it. And then this one's Tulip. This is really fun. This was based on like, those tulips you can see here. These ones are purple and white, but they're no ones that go from yellow to orangey red. So I've done some based on that because who doesn't love a spring flower? So this goes sort of yellow into orange into a bit of pinky red with some green speckles. So that's great. And then the last one, which I think is my favourite, is Cherry Blossom. Look at this. So this is like lovely pink going into this wonderful blue with some brown speckles for the bark. But I absolutely love cherry trees. I don't know if anyone else does. But there we go. And that is absolutely gorgeous. And I really want to keep it. So buy it before I use it all myself. But I'll probably dye some more of this because it's so much fun. So that's Cherry Blossom for you. There we go. So that is basically my time up. So I always do, Stevie's come to say hello again. I always do free shipping for orders over £35, no matter what. You don't need a code or anything else. You can see her in the corner. So if you want free shipping, that's how you go about it. Just put over £35 worth of things in your basket. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. USA, you've been wonderful. Come again soon. And I do offer shipping to the USA, so it's a bit pricey just because of how things are going, how pricey shipping is at the moment. But sorry about that. Oh, hi Kim. Anyway, right, I better run. So thank you all for watching. It's been delightful, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Love you all. Goodbye.